We just completed a pretty intense week of building the H5 mandola, and our campers did a really great job. I sure hope you can join us for one of these camps someday. Here's what went on behind the scenes. We talked about how the V-joint was created in a cradle on the bandsaw, and then how the V-joint's cavity was opened up using the bandsaw as a file. We went into shaping peg heads and then dressing them up using the spindle sander, and ferring out the back of the neck onto the two lower points of the neck. And then we mounted the bodies onto the neck, centered the body and rim, and then clamped down the V-joint using a body assembly fixture. We went back to roughing out necks on the bandsaw and, of course, shaping them with the hand files. We also talked about pattern carving them and using a template to make sure we had the right contours. Ken demonstrated how to glue the peg head ears on, and then we showed how to shape the back of the peg head and sand it smooth. And then we demonstrated putting in the truss rod and gluing it in place. And tap tuning, of course, which is very important. And then everyone put their tuned backboards on their mandolins and clamped them in place using spool clamps. And then I demonstrated how to do grain contrast building and how to create a sunburst using aniline dyes and alcohol. We talked about inlaying and cutting pearl, and of course final setup including bridge fitting.
So we just spent the last week building the mandola, and we had some great instruction with Roger and Ken, and it was a great class, and now we have an instrument that's nearly ready to play.
95. All right.
95. Glad to be here.
Thank you, everybody.